Seatown. It's a large coastal town, pitting the Inner Circle, stationed in the north, against the SAS in the south. 3 travel routes on either side offer players several options when spreading out for the initial attack. With an even balance of short, mid and long-range sightlines, it's important to have a variety of custom classes on hand to ensure that you're ready for every situation. Long-range loadouts tend to dominate the mostly open ground to the south, while short-range weapons perform best in the map's tight, central and northern areas. Seatown can be broken down into 8 major sections: Tower, Well, Hotel, East Road, Alleys and Marketplace, Arch Road, NORTHWALK, and Kiosks. In the southwestern corner, Tower provides a highly defensible anchor against attacks coming from the north and east. Teams can easily fortify the position using a mix of snipers and mid-range combatants, with players stationed by the east wall, preventing a breach from the boatyard below. When pushing against a heavy defense here, explosive equipment such as the grenade launcher attachment and XM25 blast over cover and take out enemies without needing to pinpoint headshots. Clear the forces outside and then lead into the tower itself with grenades and hipfire. The nearby well provides cover in skirmishes against enemies flowing in from the central market and hotel. A favourite perch for snipers due to its clear views to the west and north. With the use of an ACOG scope, however, their presence will be short-lived. With just one headquarters point in the building, the hotel mostly acts as a view over players moving through East Road to other locations. This is hands down the best place for long-range players to set up, but expect to fight for your territory. If you're not paying attention, enemy players can sneak through the nearby alleyway and up the rear staircase for a jump on your position. East Road sees a lot of action, with plenty of travel between north and south, as well as coming in and out of the market. While largely open ground, vehicles and other various cover points offer protection from open fire, and can also be used as concealment when ambushing players rushing along the road. The map's centre route through the alleys and marketplace is often the most contentious. Narrow corridors and a cluttered marketplace give little room to breathe, and players often run into each other while racing to the next objective. Short-range weapons dominate here, and skilled lurkers can lock down the area, using assassin to stay off enemy radar. When covering the marketplace, take advantage of the upper walkway and second-story window, flanking either side to stop flow through the centre. Holding this area effectively shuts down enemy mobility, forcing assailants back to their spawn point and into the outer boundaries of the map. Claymores and bouncing betties perform particularly well around the 4 market stalls, as players are usually preoccupied checking for enemies in all corners, as opposed to watching the ground for explosives. To the west, Arch Road leads all the way up into the market entrance at the top of the map. The large archways lend some cover throughout, with a second-story balcony alongside the first, lending access above for a clear sight on enemies to the north and south. Continue north along the road to turn into a frequent objective area and spawn point. NORTHWALK consists of level, open ground, with clear sightlines for assault rifle dominance. With an attachment to the nearby alleyways, however, the enemy can appear at any moment. If you need a quick getaway, rush to this nearby dumpster and hop up into the window above to access the upper floor of a building that leads you back down to the market. To the east, kiosks lead back to East Road and into the marketplace and alleyways. The northeastern corner provides several cover options for attacks on nearby objectives, and some overhead protection offers safe ground from aerial kill streaks. Success in Seatown lies in your ability to approach each location with the most fitting playstyle and loadout. Take command of the outer boundaries with scoped weapons, sentry guns and airstrikes for precise targeting against distant targets. Dominate the central maze with CQC loadouts using rapid fire, explosives and the INS. Combine Sleight of Hand Pro and Overkill for an answer to every engagement. allowing you to pair up a close quarters SMG or shotgun with an assault rifle for long-range firefights. If you start to get outgunned, force the enemy out of their comfort zone and into territory less hospitable. Work with your team to control high-profile areas of the map and cover likely routes they may try and use in a flank. Focus on the objective, know your territory, and turn this coastal town into your latest victory.